Hey everybody, so I'm actually just filming this as an intro for my how to make single homecoming mom flowers. And the one I made this year, like the single mom that I made, was about maybe this size, which is kind of small compared to mine, which is going to be a big like triple mom, like pretty big. But, excuse me. I figured I would film a video on how to make a single mom flower and then a video on how to make a triple mom all together. Because a triple mom itself is a whole lot harder to put together, whereas a single mom is a lot easier. And so, let's get started. First thing I'm going to show you guys is some sample pictures of mums I've made, mums I've helped make, just things like that. Also, I'm going to put pictures of a mum that Mary Grace made. And here, it's actually really pretty looking. It's a big triple mom, but it's still the general idea of a single flower, sort of. So I'm going to go ahead and enter those now. So next what you're going to do is you're going to make your loops, and I'm just using this red ribbon that's by the Ribbon Boutique, whatever. And it just looks like this. And then mine's already pre-measured. I already pre-measured mine, and so this is what it's going to be. And then you're just going to obviously fold it over. And then you can either staple it or hot glue gun it. I'm just going to staple mine. And I put probably 2 staples in it because usually I mess up the first time anyway. So, and then that's what they'll end up looking like. Kind of like that. So the first thing you're going to do is obviously you're going to have your loops, and then you're going to have your points, which are all stacked up right there that look like that. And then you're going to need your back for the mum and a stapler. So what you're going to glue on, or not glue on, the first thing you're going to staple on is the loops, because and so just start stapling that on. So you're just going to staple the loops on about, how far apart would you say, Mary Grace?
They're touching each other.
We'll show them how far apart they're supposed to be. Probably about that far apart. And then just keep adding your loops until you get all the way around the outside of the base. And so what you're going to put on next is the points, and you're basically just going to alternate when you put them on there. So she's obviously putting on the white ones first.
Well, depending on which color she uses.
Yeah. Ours are red, white, and blue. Or the colors for her grade are like red, white, and blue, I guess you could say. So that's what we're using for the girls. You know what I mean. And so you just continue to alternate, making pointy thingies onto the mum. It looks like when that's all finished. And then next we're going to put the flower on. Alright, so now that we have this part done, we're going to glue the flower on, and what you're going to use is the flower obviously, and then a hot glue gun. And we're just using one of the smallish hot glue guns. Putting hot glue onto the flower.
Really? I don't think so. At least I'm not going to.
What?
Your glue gun thing isn't working that well. Like,
so just add the hot glue. And then, glue on your flower. And then you'll have, obviously there's a cutout in the middle of the cardboard. And so the back of the little flower part will stick through. As you can see right there, it sticks through, and that should happen. And usually the flower will come with a back on it to put with it, but mine didn't, so I'm just going to not use that. And then you'll probably want to add more hot glue when you're putting it on, just depending on preference and stuff like that, and that's what it'll end up looking like. And now we're going to put the fun stuff on. This is what we're going to put in the center of the flower. It's just a little basketball hoop with the slam dunk and stuff like that on it.
Traditionally you did stuff.
Yeah, this is non-traditional mum because usually you'd use like a stuffed animal or something like that. And so what she's going to do is she's just going to put glue all along the outside of the base. Just make sure it's got tons of hot glue on it. And then she's going to stick it kind of not down on the flower, but not right in the center. And
bunny ears.
It's got bunny ears now. Now that we've given the mum bunny ears, we're going to cut those out. Because of the way the basketball is shaped, it kind of sticks through. So, and then this is what we're going to put on top of the very top of the mum. We'll show them what it looks like with just the hoop. And that's what that looks like.
Not dry.
And then the crown is going to go right up above it. So we're going to make it glued on above the basketball hoop, kind of at the top of the thingy, if that makes sense. So this is the finished product for the flower that we have going on.
I have something in my eye.
I heard your stomach right then. That was a bit awkward.
That was my throat, actually.
Oh, that was creepy then. And so this is the finished product. I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see it. And that is what the flower of the mum is going to look like. I actually think that's pretty cute. But yeah, that is the finished product. And then...
No, this is not.
Well, not the finished product, but it's like the finished product for the flower. And then I'm going to put the ribbons on tomorrow. But we're going to go to bed for tonight. Does Mary Grace agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
That's the flower. And then we're going to put the actual mum together tomorrow. So, yep.
Yay!
Mary Grace, say hi.
Hi.